You're muted.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Culture Casino is trying to talk, but it's failing.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Gaming Lounge. That's right. Hey, we've had a lot to talk about this week in gaming, including the fact that Naughty Dog now has a game with more awards than The Witcher 3.
Yep.
Game of the Year awards.
Yes,
Isn't that amazing? Incredible.
That is incredible.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. In fact, I'm gonna put it in the back chat right now.
Some lame shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put on airs. Fuck that dumb shit. Fucking Ghost of Tsushima killed it. That one deserved all the award. All these bitches jerking themselves off, jerking each other off, scratching each other's backs, just to fucking look fancy. Fuck them. Fuck these asshole game journalists.
Ghost of
Tsushima, I acknowledge what an amazing feat of design and of engineering that game is, and it deserves all the accolades that are going elsewhere. So,
hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
And here's the article.
Yep.
Congratulations to the 24th Annual DICE Awards finalists.
Mm-hmm.
You can see here. Let me zoom this in for old eyeballs. The Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences is pleased to announce the nominees for its 24th Annual DICE Awards. Academy members will begin general voting for the video game industry's premier peer-based awards on January 26th. So we're coming up on it.
What is DICE?
Mm-hmm.
What is DICE?
The Digital Interactive Creative. I forgot what the acronym is. Let me check that again.
Oh, DICE. I've never heard of them. Okay, they must be really huge.
DICE?
They must be very relevant.
I've
never heard of them.
I would say in a way
24
it's
years
kind of
irrelevant.
seen as the
Because
Oscars of the gaming industry.
I've
Because
never
digital-
heard of DICE.
Okay, because
Yeah.
there's a
I'm not even
DICE.
joking.
No, yeah, because there's a DICE that works for EA with.
No,
Some of
this
the
is a
recent Star
different.
Wars
No,
This
the
is different?
DICE. No, the
Okay.
DICE Awards are digitally interactive achievement awards. They're kind of seen as the Oscars for the video game industry, and it's selected by many of the developers this time. Whereas the stuff like the Game Awards, stuff like journalists, no, this is for developers.
Okay, this is developers picking.
Developers, studios, yeah.
Well then,
Yeah.
read on. They picked this game.
Well,
Ridiculous.
okay,
What
so
a
here's
bunch
the
of
thing.
bullshit.
Yeah, the winners will be revealed at the DICE Awards ceremony, which is happening virtually on April 8th.
Yep.
A
Oh,
total
it's 2 days before my
Game.
birthday.
a total of 57 games from 2020 received a nomination. The Last of Us Part
Nominations.
2 leads with 11 nominations, followed by Ghost of Tsushima with 10 and Hades with 8. Now, if those of you out there remember, during our very first annual Player's Choice Game Awards,
Mhm.
all 3 of those games popped up, including Half-Life Alyx, which has 5 nominations here, and as does Marvel's Spider-Man.
Miles
Ori
Morales.
and Will of the Wisps are also 5 nomination recipients. So there's
Yeah,
a
when it
lot
came to-
going on here. All games that
when
we
it came
cover
to-
in our very own awards.
When it came to Player's Choice, Ghost of Tsushima crushed it.
Yep.
Crushed it.
And DICE is organized by the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences, or International Academy of Arts and Sciences. Yeah.
Oh, an international academy of people who. Okay, yeah. The
Yeah.
people
So it's
who
kind of seen
like
as like an
awards.
Oscar. It's kind of seen as more like an
Right.
Oscars.
Yeah, but no one likes the Oscars, and
Mhm.
everyone thinks Oscars are bullshit. So, is that
They're
a good
bullshit.
comparison?
It was a guilty pleasure thing to watch at the time, but yeah, like you said, they're bullshit now.
Well, and they
I
have
mean,
been
like-
for a while.
Even before we knew that some of this was bullshit in the Oscars, because we'd be like, really? That movie? I saw that movie. This other guy definitely deserves the Oscar.
Yeah.
I don't know why this people got it,
Exactly.
so that we all saw that stuff before. So comparing it to the Oscars, to me is not a compliment.
No.
No, it's not.
But
It's so nice.
anyway, I guess we can go on with the article and see what Dice has to say.
All right. Well, the article
I'm sorry
says.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually a quote from Megan Scavio, the president of the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. I want to sincerely thank all of our peer panelists who continue to dedicate their time, energy, and expertise in evaluating and selecting this past year's DICE Award nominees.
I just want to say real quick.
Yeah.
I completely misunderstood the article we were walking into because of how y'all set it up. When you said that a certain game has all these awards, I thought we were going to read an article about them getting that award and stuff. Instead, we're reading an article about a different awards show happening soon that has not given them that award yet.
The reason we're bringing this up is because it's in relation to that, because The Last of Us 2 is getting nominated for more awards now, thanks to DICE.
Yep.
I'm saying, like, we set it up.
Right.
I did not know what I was walking into when we started reading this article.
No, all I was doing was prefacing this article with the latest GameSpot announcement that the
I needed a segue in between that thought and this one.
Had gotten it wasn't a good segue, but I said yeah, it's okay, it's fine. Finishing up what she says, and to all of our finalists, a well-deserved congratulations in continuing to expand the boundaries of creativity, storytelling, and technical innovation. We look forward to celebrating your achievements at the 24th annual DICE Awards. So there you go. What do you think, guys?
Looking through kind of the finalist list, and I saw that Jeremy and a few other, the quartering, a few other people covered it this week. Yeah, it's not surprising. It's just more and more, throwing, awards at The Last of Us, and especially some of them for just kind of like what we saw with the Game Awards. Some of the awards that it just didn't make any sense why they would be nominated for like best, like especially for like something like his like best overall story or something like that.
Yeah. I think if they're touting that they want to congratulate everyone on well-deserved congratulations for their technical achievements and their art and stuff.
Technical achievements I can see.
If they do not recognize the Japanese voiceover track on Ghost of Tsushima and the switching like that, I've never seen a game do that before. Like with that, to the level of attention paid to that. If they don't recognize that shit, I don't care. I don't care about anything they have to say. Right. But that's all. Sorry, Macney, your turn.
And like a lot of these games here I think definitely deserve it. I agree with some of the people in that, Half-Life Alyx being such a big, technical achievement just got completely snubbed at most award shows. Like it should have won a bunch of awards or should have even been nominated for a lot of the feats that it did set, especially for a VR title. And I do think that, as far as you can say, like graphics and sound and a lot of it is concerned, yes, I think on a technical level, I do think Naughty Dog definitely deserves Last of Us 2 definitely deserves some awards for at least to audio and sound, but not for like story, not for like gameplay, or just kind of like they care. And even I would even go so far as even for voice acting as well. That they definitely do deserve awards because everybody puts in a great performance, especially Laura Bailey.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a shame though, because that game had so much potential. The story was so garbage, and the character
for Last of Us 2,
agenda crap that was inserted was just no
Yeah,
bueno.
it's disappointing. I mean, the first one was so great. I loved the story and all that because it is a story game, and I enjoyed it because I am a PlayStation guy and all that. And I was a Naughty Dog fan at the time, and what they've done recently, just no, I'm not buying their shit again.
Well,
Like,
anyway.
when you sorry, when you
No,
look at a lot of the other games on this list, it's like they really deserve it, especially Hades.
I still need to play that.
well, there's a lot, there's a lot to be said for
Mhm.
all the different categories here. Let's go through them real quickly.
Sure.
Outstanding achievement in animation, of course, Final Fantasy Remake, The Last of Us Part 2, the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, Ori and Will of the Wisps, and of course, Spiritfarer.
I would give it to Ori.
Yeah, probably.
I would
For
give it to
animation,
Mhm.
outstanding achievement in art direction, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, then Last of Us Part 2. We have, of course, Spider-Man, Miles
Ori and the
Morales.
Will of the Wisps.
And
I would give it to either Ori or Ghost of Tsushima. It's just kind of weird to see him.
I'm gonna say Ghost of Tsushima, and this is why. Not because that's the game I've played, but it's the way the game is formatted. It's very cinematic. It looks like
Dude.
it looks like you're watching a movie.
Hold on.
It's great.
Have you seen Ori and the Will of the Wisps?
The art style,
No.
the art direction is.
I mean, it's a different type.
breathtaking.
It's a different type of art. I don't know. That's just my opinion,
It's
though.
breathtaking.
If you're saying it's like cinematic and stuff, hold on. Let me
I mean, I
where's
To-
the goddamn
I would put it this way: to describe Ori it's like watching it's like seeing the great old Disney animated films mixed with the Hayao Miyazaki films
Well,
put
that
as
makes
a game.
sense.
Yeah,
look at this. Hold on, I'm sharing my screen right now. Because I honestly would have a hard time picking between Ghost of Tsushima and Ori. Although I think I lean a little closer to Ori.
I think I lean closer to Ori just because it's absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah. Should I pause it
Wow.
occasionally? No, it's a preview. It's not even that loud. Is there
The
audio?
game's already out. Yeah,
yeah, we can hear the audio.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
it's absolutely
popped up whenever you
breathtaking.
posted.
I'm thinking of skipping ahead here. I
Just
don't know what's going on.
just the amount of hours that the amount of hours that the artists and everything put into this
What?
is just.
Yeah, this is gameplay, by the way. This isn't cinematic.
It's beautiful.
Mhm.
That's gameplay. Oh wow, looks like a cut. It does look like
It
a
is a
cutscene.
But it's a cutscene. The
I was gonna say
gameplay
that.
trailer. And I know that this is the layout for the gameplay right here.
It's a 2D action platformer.
Oh, this is an in-game cinematic, is what it is.
Right.
Mhm. Yep.
There it is. That's gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that's
all
gameplay.
So this is that was still in-game though. That was still a gameplay cinematic.
Wow.
Like this is how it looks when you're playing.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
A lot of these and a lot of these is very creepy too. A lot of these bosses are.
Yeah.
The monster stuff is really cool. I'll admit that.
They
Yeah.
Yeah. So
game.
that's Ori, bro. Like
Hmm.
I mean,
Ghost of Tsushima is sick, but this is sick too. Like
I mean, it looks good. I'll have to actually play the game though. So I don't know.
Yeah. I see what Kai's saying. I mean, it's
yeah.
I see what he's saying too. Don't get me wrong, but
all right.
I don't
We'll move
know.
along. We
Especially
have
the beginning.
other awards here. We have outstanding achievement in character, of course, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Hades.
Coach, can you share the
Yeah,
screen
can you share?
again? Sorry.
Oh,
yeah. Can you share the screen, please?
try it again. Sorry.
There you
Assassin's
go.
Creed Valhalla.
There you go.
Hades, of course, as I said before, and The Last of Us Part 2. They think Abby is a character. With an outstanding achievement in character. They also think Ellie is an outstanding achievement.
Ellie's the better character.
He's the same character she was previously.
Yeah.
And then Miles Morales.
I give it to Hades.
really? Wait, scroll back to the left.
Yes. The thing is, Spider-Man Miles Morales has been nominated. Well, that's the thing is that Spider-Man Miles Morales has been nominated for a lot of awards. A lot.
Really? For a game like, I mean, again, I still need to
I thought
play.
it was a pretty weak game.
Yeah, it's a short title, but
yeah, I will play Miles Morales at some point because I loved the first Spider-Man PS4 game. So, and I'd like to see where the story continues and stuff. But it's just the way the game is. It was marketed as a short story.
In all honesty, I would give it to Hades. I would give it to Hades or the character in Assassin's Creed.
Hold on. I think we could come up with a better roster of 5 characters to nominate.
Oh,
for this year?
I think for last year's games. Let's do it right now.
For 2020.
The little glowing thing from Ori. The little glowing thing. Okay. There's one that's dude from Hades, I guess. I haven't played Hades yet. I haven't played it.
Oh, Zagreus.
Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales. Morales is in that list.
Yeah, Miles is at the end of this.
Miles at the end of it.
Yeah. Of course, they put him in the back of the bus because no.
They should have added
characters. 4 white characters, then Miles in the back.
They should have added Jin from Ghost of Tsushima in this.
Jin
was amazing.
Jin was a great fucking character.
Again,
why isn't he here? Is it because he's
okay? Guys, if you don't think this is industry-laden garbage, I mean, 3 of these characters, 2 of them are from the same game, and one of them is also Sony in Miles Morales. So you have 3 Sony Interactive, 2 Naughty Dog. What does that tell you?
I see it. I'm just taking stabs in all different places because there's so many places you can stab at this.
Oh yeah,
of course, absolutely.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
Trash.
There were several games released this year, but look, they're gonna force Sony in there, and I mean they're doubling up on award nominations with 2 characters from the same game. So.
Yeah, that's
that way they can have more nominations than anybody else. So.
Outstanding achievement in original music composition.
Yeah. So Carrion, which I don't know anything about. Right.
Me too.
Ghost of Tsushima, of course, by Sucker Punch and their composers.
Carrion was nominated in our Game Awards.
Yes, they were. Yep. A little
really?
Again, I don't know about Ori and the Will of the Wisp, which had a great soundtrack, and Pathless, which I don't know anything about. So I'm gonna have to go out and find these other 3 games.
Okay, so I know the composer Austin Wintory. Are you guys familiar with the game Journey?
I don't think so.
Okay. Same composer from that game. This is one of my favorite PS3 titles. But yeah, it's another beautiful, artistic kind of I wouldn't say walking simulator, but definitely a very well-known game. Yeah, I love the soundtrack.
I want to play Carrion. Actually, I want to play that game.
So
of these games
because
I have experience with, Ghost of Tsushima and Ori and the Will of the Wisps, these things should tie because they both had great soundtracks.
Yeah, if you've played, I think like Ghost of Tsushima, just like the normal game, has a great soundtrack. But if you've played Legends, holy shit, the soundtrack really sticks to you.
Yep.
It's just. Oh my god, it's so great.
I think these are great nominations, though. I think these are great.
Now we move down to outstanding achievement in audio design. Okay, this is like sound effects and all of the stuff that leads you into the different scenes, et cetera, et cetera. So, Dreams by Sony Interactive. Guys, getting a picture here. Ghost of Tsushima, Sony Interactive. Last of Us Part 2, Sony Interactive. Ori and Will of the Wisp, Xbox Game Studios, and Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Sony Interactive. So there were no other games that had
all
outstanding achievement in audio design.
I think that list probably should have been a little bit bigger,
or at least.
No, I see culture. I see what you're talking about. Like in this section, all but one is PlayStation. Like they're all PlayStation except for one.
I would
for
say,
Sony.
and I would say all of these. I think all of these definitely deserve a nomination, especially Last of Us 2. So I definitely, in
Yeah,
terms of just technical.
don't get me
They
wrong. The
do,
Last of Us
but
2 has some good things in it. It's just the story is shit.
Yeah, but I think you would probably. I
I
think most people would probably say Ghost of Tsushima just for audio design.
scroll right again. Culture.
Say again.
Scroll right, please.
Oh, sure.
Scroll. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, dude, I heard you.
Okay, Xbox. Okay, yeah. Damn, 4 out of 5. I didn't know where Ori was at.
Yeah.
Dang.
Those are publishers. The studios are listed below. So
I would definitely
I'm
give
like there's just one Xbox game on there.
right, to quote Soul Assassin. I would definitely give a nod or at least a runner up to Cyberpunk.
Me
for
too.
good audio design.
The sound. I mean, he's talking about soundtrack too. Well, he's talking about
Right.
soundtrack actually. Soundtrack is good.
Soundtrack.
The soundtrack is good. Audio, I don't know. They need to fix that game in order for me to have my
that game
full
burned
opinion.
too many bridges to get itself on any award shows.
Exactly. Like until they actually fix the game, I will get back to playing Cyberpunk and I'll give you my full thoughts on it when I complete the game.
But I think we'll just give it. I think I would give it to Ghost of Tsushima just on a sound design level. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
all right. Well, let's move on.
Let's move on. I was gonna say I feel like there are some other games with great audio design, but that's
But yeah, I still need to play those. Well, I still need to play those other games.
All right. Outstanding achievement in story.
Really.
Okay.
I
So,
haven't heard of that one. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim.
Yeah, never heard of it.
yeah. Okay. So, outstanding achievement in story: 13 Sentinels with Aegis Rim. Excuse me. Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Kentucky Route Zero TV edition, and The Last of Us Part 2.
Ghost. It would be a tie between Ghost and Hades, in my opinion.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I still need to play Hades. It looks good, but I would say Ghost of Tsushima for now.
But that last entry, I'm like,
And Hades, that's
Initial release date November 28th, 2019 for 13 Sentinels.
yeah, that's why I haven't heard of it.
That one barely squeezes in, I think. I don't think it should even count, but whatever. It's on PlayStation 4, by the way, Runner, if you wanna.
I'll get it at some point.
And moving on, outstanding technical achievement: Dreams, Ghosts of Tsushima, The Last of Us Part 2, Mario Kart Live, and
There.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
I've heard good things.
Yeah. Wow.
I know this is going to be a controversial opinion, but it would be a toss up between Flight Simulator, Ghost, and Last of Us Part 2, to be honest, in terms of just technical achievement.
There is no technical achievement in Last of Us Part 2. It's
what did they do that was revolutionary?
Okay, you may have a point there.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2 didn't do anything on a technical level that was in any way outstanding or different.
Then it would definitely be either Flight Simulator or Ghost, and even Mario Kart Live if you want to.
Yeah, and Angela Straven in the chat says for
as far as technical achievement, yeah, I could probably give it to Mario Kart Live, especially for how innovative they did what they were doing.
Yeah,
it's very clever. I think it's kind of. Honestly, the way it works, it looks like you laid down. Shit. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I really like. You're right. Mario Kart Live is definitely a contender.
I mean, it's amazing. What it's able to accomplish, and the Flight Simulator. Everybody that I know that does that, they freaking love it.
Yeah.
So,
I love Flight Simulators. I want to play it, but it's too expensive. I need it to be on sale.
Yeah, big money.
Yeah.
All right, and that's
a technical marvel. So
that's where we find ourselves in Action Game of the Year. And we are starting with Doom Eternal,
Okay.
Hades, Half-Life Alyx, which I think should win, Marvel's Spider-Man,
Or
and
Neo 2.
2.
I would.
love
You
but
okay?
I
So
love
culture,
it.
you said it. So culture, you said Half-Life Alyx. I would say between Doom Eternal and Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah, Doom Eternal.
Yeah, Doom Eternal. I haven't played the game, but the gameplay looks amazing in that
What's
game.
the award again?
Uh,
I can't see it. Oh,
Action
game
Game.
Action Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Oh, how come Doom and Alex don't have like credits the way the other ones do?
lazy.
That's weird.
That is weird.
They don't know
Like-
who to credit.
Better of the,
The Miles Morales game is the gameplay is basically like the first movie, except
It's good.
Miles's movements are different.
I would say it's good, but the
sorry, you go.
oh, sorry, I was gonna say it's just as good as Spider-Man. Although I think it's they made the controls much more easier than Spider-Man does, though.
No, I was gonna build on your points. It's just the same exact game, but with different animations and a bit more
That's
refined.
exactly what I meant.
because they had extra time to refine it. But it's pretty much the exact same game with a new skin.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Because like I played the
How did
first,
you get here?
He just showed up.
they just showed
Oh,
up.
okay.
But like when I played the first game, I did like the action and it felt like Spider-Man and all that. And Miles Morales, the animations for him are just completely different to his character, and that's the only thing that really changes between the action. So, yeah, I would go for Doom Eternal or Half-Life Alyx.
I've played a bit of Doom Eternal, and I can say, though it is, if you've played 2016, it's like that, but it's not at the same time. It's a lot more risk reward versus just straight up beat 'em up and shoot 'em up. And that like ammo is rare, so you have to use it wisely, and use the chainsaw a lot more. There's no like limited. It's not like you have to 3 thing of fuel and then you have to find fuel. It's you more just use the chainsaw as like a special move to kind of get more ammo if you need it. But yeah, I'd definitely go with Doom Eternal. Would I go with Doom Eternal over Half-Life Alyx? I would have to say yes, only because I don't have a VR and can't play Half-Life Alyx. Like I haven't played it, but I would love to and try it. And actually,
From just watching the gameplay, I haven't played either one, but I've watched both. And Doom Eternal looks like more Doom.
Yeah,
Half-Life Alyx looks like a unique and freaking awesome experience.
yeah.
That makes me wish I had VR.
Yep.
So I
My
would go for
cousin,
Half-Life Alyx based on the fact that it makes me want to buy a whole console just to play it.
yeah,
Doom
for
Eternal-
VR, yeah.
yeah, I know.
Now,
My cousin,
keep in mind, I'm a huge I love the Half-Life universe and everything, and that's why. And I'm picking Doom over it just because I've played one over the other. So
Plus, Doom
trying to
just
speak like objectively, I
Runner?
have to pick that one.
Runner, what were you gonna say?
no, I was just gonna say I forgot. I did play a little bit of Half-Life Alyx when I was visiting my cousin over the summer because she has a VR PC. And it's cool. It is really cool. I didn't get into too much of it when it comes to like the action and stuff, so I didn't get like too much experience with it. But it's a really cool game. It's a unique
I
experience.
really enjoyed it. And I played quite a bit of it, and can tell you that as far as it and Doom Eternal, I think Half-Life Alyx is slightly better, but that's just my opinion.
Okay.
Alex.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Adventure game of the year.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima,
Okay.
Kentucky's Route Zero TV edition, which I don't know anything about, The Last of Us Part 2, of course, Ori, and Will of the Wisps.
Ori.
Yeah.
If it was the first Last of Us, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
wouldn't
what's
even
the word again?
best adventure.
Yeah.
Adventure game?
See, I would need to play these games to say which is the best one because Ghost of Tsushima is the only one that I've played.
Right.
Just by looking at him, Ori looks like more adventure. But it looks like it's in the nature of it though. Ghost of Tsushima feels like action and strong story, but I don't know about adventure. It doesn't make me feel like
not.
this
Yeah,
game
that's what I
is-
get.
No, you make a good point actually.
I have to agree. When I think adventure, I think something along the lines of like an Indiana Jones movie or Jurassic Park. That's an adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think Ghost of Tsushima would kind of.
No, you make a good point, Mando.
Nor even Valhalla.
Because like Mando makes a great point. Like when I play Ghost of Tsushima, it did not feel like an adventure like Indiana Jones. Like that is an adventure. Mando makes a great point. Like when I play Ghost of Tsushima, it did not feel like
Who's echoing?
yeah.
Who's echoing?
Not me.
It's weird hearing my own voice.
Yes, it is. It's weird hearing your
Weird.
voice.
We all agree it's weird hearing your voice.
I hate you.
So this Kentucky Route Zero game, has anybody touched it?
I have no idea.
I never even heard of it.
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
It's
I mean,
kind of
look
a weird art style, but
Heard
I
of
don't know.
it? Not played it.
Yeah, maybe it's made by a developer called Cardboard Computer.
Oh,
I don't know. I'll look it up.
yeah.
Probably on Steam.
Figuring it out right
All right,
now.
moving along.
Yeah, let's move on.
Family Game of the Year.
Ooh.
Of course, Animal Crossing New Horizons, of course, and that's probably the winner. Astro's Playroom. Well, that's an Astro game from
Isn't
PlayStation.
that like a menu?
Dreams. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and Sackboy Big Adventure.
I would feel that's a close. I feel like that would be close. Like
Oh,
between
I
Animal
wouldn't.
Crossing, Fall Guys, and Dreams.
I was gonna say this is
I
a
played
home
Fall
run
Guys.
for
I
Animal
would
Crossing.
put
And
Animal
I thought
Crossing.
Fall Guys. That's
Really?
tough. I think
Yeah,
it's pretty
Fall
cool.
Guys.
I would give it
Fall
to
Guys
Animal
is the only
Crossing.
one I played.
I'll give it to Animal Crossing for me.
I'm pretty sure more.
I think it's the
But-
number one selling
Family.
game of the year by units.
Yes.
So
That's true. It
And-
made a lot.
and you know, everybody in the family can play it. Astro's Playroom, you could probably have everybody play, but you need to have multiple controllers, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm watching a video of this Kentucky game, Kentucky
Yeah.
Route Zero, and it listed some of the awards it got. One of the awards it got is Best Narrative. I hate
Really?
that award. Stop
Yeah.
jerking yourself off. Just call it Best
Right.
Story. Best Narrative. Kiss my ass with that stupid bullshit name. Best Story. Whipping a little bitch and calling it Best Narrative. Jesus Christ. Please
I mean,
continue. I'm
I
sorry
don't.
for the
I wouldn't make that a big deal, but I see what you're.
I see what you're saying.
I see
I
what
would
you're
give it to
saying.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, we really should venture into some of the family games once in a while. I mean, I know we've all watched people playing Fall Guys.
I haven't.
I've played it.
Sackboy is always Sackboy. you know.
I haven't. Am I the only one that doesn't watch people play Fall Guys?
I don't know. You haven't seen as
I would
play-
also.
I was gonna say,
the
dude,
other reason I put
As is Fall Guys live streams are fun as hell.
They're really fun.
Do you not watch
really
people
fun to
play
watch.
games at all, Mando, or do you just
course you
watch?
No, I
some-
watch the game streams from time to time, but I just don't have the time to do so a lot. Time won't let me, man. Time won't let me.
All Guys is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
I'll
So
take your word for it. I'm just saying I don't have
it's
the time to
shenanigans.
watch it. So.
Shouldn't.
I totally have to address this comment. Anthroparian says, "Yep, best biceps on the character." False. Doom Guy is the best biceps on the character, especially with the Doom Eternal suit showing off his biceps. I mean, come on.
Okay.
He's referring to Abby from Last of Us.
Right. Yeah. That Abby thing is just irritating as all heck. But whatever.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right,
Fighting game of
moving
the
on.
year.
Fighting Game of the Year. EA Sports UFC 4. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. And Them's Fightin' Herds. What the hell is that?
MK11. Okay, so for those two, I guess the context, Them's Fighting Herds is actually an indie developed 2D fighter that was originally going to be using My Little Pony characters, but because they couldn't have the rights to My Little Pony, they had to make up their own. But yeah, it's a kind of it has that style. So, but I would give it to MK11 Ultimate, with Grand Blue Fantasy
too.
Versus probably being a close second.
I mean, Mortal Kombat 11 is the only one I've played, and I don't have the Ultimate stuff. I think I have Pack 1, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Or Fighter Pack 1 or whatever, the one that came with Terminator, Joker, and all those characters.
Right, and MK11 over. I would say MK11 over just because of just how much they packed into the Ultimate version from 20.
Yeah,
from,
I don't have Rain. I don't have Rain, Melina, or Rambo.
Rambo.
Yet. And I didn't want to get Aftermath because it's just $40 for 2 extra hours of story mode. Like, are you kidding me?
And GB Grand Blue Fantasy is really fun to look at. It's a really, really cool art style, very reminiscent of like Guilty Gear, how they do the how it looks very 2D animated, but it's actually 3D the whole time.
Okay. Well, based on what I know of these games, I still think MK11 is probably the best. But I haven't seen Grand Blue or them's Fighting Herds. So, anyway, Racing Game of the Year. I'm sure Makani is going to be excited about this. You have Dirt 5, F1 2020, Mario Kart Live.
If you want my honest opinion between these series, because I feel like there's more. There should have been more racing games on this one. I would give it to F1. Also, they
had more racing games than our show.
They made a mistake in switching the photos out for Dirt 5 and F1 2020, by the way. I would give it to F1 2020 for being a vast improvement over the 2019 iteration. With the addition of being able to form your own... sorry, go ahead.
No. Please continue.
I was going to say the addition of being able to kind of form your own team and such. That was one of the big highlights. Having the big 2020 roster, including to F2 and I don't think not F3 season, but yeah, just a lot. Just on a technical and sound level, they made a considerable amount of improvements that it doesn't feel like a yearly release. It feels like it's a sequel. It's its own separate game. Dirt 5, I've heard nothing. I heard good things about, but it doesn't stand out. From what I heard, it doesn't stand out too much from the previous iterations. It's just it's good and it's working like a circle. It's just nothing that just does it. It just really makes it truly stand out. And Mario Kart Live. From what I've seen, Mario Kart Live, it's very innovative. It's a really awesome kind of design for it to title. Just not for me. But I would give it to F1 2020 just on that.
I don't understand how the hell they only have 3 games here.
There have been more. There are actually more. I would add.
Like I was saying, on our own award show that we did last year, we had more racing games than
because I would throw in WRC9, Hot Shots Racing, Inertial Drift, and the Art of Rally. A lot of those are indie titles, but they truly deserve that nomination, especially something like Art of Rally or Hot Shots Racing.
This just seemed weird. It just seems very, very weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is what we're dealing with, so we'll move on. We can say, gosh, you guys are idiots later. But anyway. Role-playing game of the year. This one should be easy. Cyberpunk.
There's Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
There you are.
Final Fantasy. 7.
There you are.
Of course. Raven 7
Persona 5 Royale.
Why am I the only butthole on camera?
And Yakuza,
because you're special,
like a dragon.
If you want my honest opinion, it's a 3-way tie between Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Okay. Well, I would like to say this. Remakes are just over again. So sometimes when it comes to these kinds of things, I'm like, should be awarding this game again for doing what it did before?
Well, they did do different things.
Didn't they change the story, though?
They did.
They did change the story though. They did a. They did a
exactly the
lot.
same game.
Which
I was gonna
was
say they did
to
some
a lot of
changes to
fans
it though. That's what I heard.
All right.
annoyance.
Well, it's hard for me when you remake a title and it's essentially the same as the previous thing. I don't know. Your mileage will vary, whatever.
So
But,
Like
this is
there's a
role-playing
difference
game.
between remake and remaster if you think about
That's
it.
true.
All right, so I've been saying this a lot on my podcast as well as my Cyberpunk streams, and that Cyberpunk it's a good game, like a role playing game, but it's not a very. If I were to compare it with other role playing games, it doesn't hold up. Like just simply compare it to say the Outer Worlds, right? The Outer Worlds is definitely a better, more hardcore RPG than Cyberpunk, easily. There's more freedom of choice. There's more consequences versus rewards for what you do in the world. It's a better RPG. It's more what you do matters versus Cyberpunk. A lot of it's scripted. A lot of it is linear in a sense. So
I don't know about that.
now that being said, you do feel like you are in this world, but at the same time, that's not the argument. That's not the category.
I don't know.
Role playing game, and I had to
Mando, if you ignore the primary quest line, that whole world is really open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there's okay. If so I've
No, I understand what you're saying.
no, I've been ignoring the Cyberpunk main quest for like the last 2 weeks now.
Right.
Because I haven't finished the game yet, and I just figured I'd do everything in the open world before finishing.
Right.
And
Yeah, me too.
I said on the stream, it's like it's fun, but I mean, it's a lot of, with the odd exception of some side missions, which I've completed most of already, like just the gigs and all that. Like they're fun, but they're nothing. They're not really. It's more just like go here, kill that guy, go here, steal something, go here, press a button, and that's it. It's very basic.
You know, when you talk about the side missions and stuff, like there's a few that I've ran into, like I've tried to complete, but I couldn't because there are glitches involved with it and lag and stuff. So I'm like, so really, I don't know. So that's kind of tough, and that's why I'm going to hold off for the game until they actually fix that up. Until that February.
Yeah, I have a bug right now that I can't complete the.
I would say.
Killer.
I would say the way the reason I would probably nominate Yakuza Like a Dragon as well is just because watching the gameplay and seeing Mark the Cyborg's review of it, I think is like, yeah, it definitely deserves that nod to be in as an RPG to be an RPG game of the year as well.
Yeah, and Angela Stevens says Persona 5 Royale is totally yeah. So I mean, we're going to have a lot of people out there, and I understand your sentiment, Angelus. I really do. But a lot of RPGs are the illusion of choice. They do lead to different endings. So.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if it's just as an RPG, for instance, in Fallout New Vegas or Skyrim, if I were to, kill a bunch of one faction, like say just in Skyrim, so let's say Skyrim New Vegas, in Fallout New Vegas, if I were to, kill all the NCR guys or only NCR guys, the NCR is gonna fucking hate me. And
look at Fable too. That's another one that does the actual
Cyberpunk doesn't do that though. Like if I kill only this gang, that gang doesn't hate me any less than they did before.
Right.
And it doesn't help me with other gangs too. Like I was expecting, it's an RPG. If I kill this gang, I'll gain some reputation with this other gang and help me out, or I'll get to do jobs for them. But I was disappointed to see that wasn't the case.
Oh, it doesn't do that in Cyberpunk?
No.
That's super lame.
There's no faction reputation.
Right, and if I could give a good example, I was expecting to get more encounters with the Voodoo Boys after them screwing us over.
Right, after that mission.
I was expecting more. Yeah, I was expecting more to that you would have a much nastier kind of relationship with what's the Spanish game?
Well, let's move along. I think we've spent enough time on RPGs.
Yeah.
And we have a few more categories and we have other stories. So,
Type in the chat.
sports game of the year. We have EA Sports FIFA 21, which is just like every other FIFA. MLB The Show 20, which is just like every other MLB The Show. NBA 2K21, which is just like every other NBA 2K game. PGA Tour 2K21 is just like every other golf game they've made. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2.
1 and 2.
I don't play
Without a shadow of a doubt. Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remastered.
1+2, McNamee. It's 1+2, geeks plus gamers, etc.
Shut up. 1 and 2. No, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered, I think, deserves this more than anything else, just because it is, watching Ords play it and watching a few other people play it. It is a very strong, faithful, and I'm saying this truly, faithful reinterpretation of the first 2 games, and it's done in the best way possible.
Okay.
I just have to take it because
second place would be the NBA 2K21, just because despite the microtransactions, despite all the gambling and shit that's going on, there is a solid NBA game in there. There's still a solid new game that was playing
I would disagree and say that the MLB The Show game is better, but
yeah, I have to pick that MLB The Show or the skating Tony Hawk.
MLB The Show just
I by principle cannot pick any of the EA Sports or 2K titles.
Yeah,
until they
prove
that they're making better games than the last one.
Yeah, they haven't made. There have been no capital improvements on anything other than the Tony Hawk game.
EA uninnovates because they have a monopoly on stuff. So,
which is why Madden sucks.
Oh God, I would have been a big WTF if Madden got nominated. I'm like.
Well, moving on. Strategy simulation game of the year. Crusader Kings 3, Desperados 3, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Monster Train, and Per Aspera.
Flight Simulator.
Monster Train looks like a game that you would get from the App Store.
Yep.
It does.
Flight Simulator.
What's the thing?
Now all I can think of is I'm riding off the rails on the train.
/ simulation.
Strategy / simulation. I would go with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Flight Simulator. Yeah.
I've been interested in trying out Desperados 3, so I'll take a look at that.
If you do, let me know how it is, because you're not alone in that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're almost done, guys. Immersive reality technical achievement.
Half-Life Alyx.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's not a choice for me.
Too. I was like, it's
Mario
no contest.
Kart Live, Museum of Other Realities, Paper Beasts, and Tempest. And I think the answer is Half-Life Alyx.
Yep. From the little I've played of Half-Life Alyx, it's no competition. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Like it's really, and a lot of people have said it many times, Half-Life Alyx got snubbed at most awards.
Yes, it did.
It didn't even get nominated.
The only thing Half-Life Alyx is not good at is, it's funny because it should be on a lot more. Like, the soundtrack is great, visuals are great, the game is good, but the only thing that it loses is Boneworks. Because Boneworks was like someone who a friend of mine who has VR put this beautifully. He said Half-Life Alyx is the best VR game that you can get if you're just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
Boneworks is the best VR game you can get if you've had a VR set for a while. Like, so one is you don't know what you're doing versus you do know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what, I going back because Shadzar said some good things in the chat. You never got it in video games, real RPGs, and he says a lot of brilliant stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
How about the original Fallout games?
Yeah, I mean,
the isometric style.
Yeah. Anyway, thought that was interesting. All right, moving on, guys. We have immersive reality game of the year, Down the Rabbit Hole. Actually, I haven't heard of that game. Half-Life Alyx, of course, we just talked about it. Paper Beast, which is an odd game by Pixel Reef. The Room VR, A Dark Matter. And The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners.
Half-Life Alyx again.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think you'd be hard-pressed to argue with that. Outstanding achievement for an independent game. Coffee Talk.
Okay.
Not heard of that. Hades. Probably true.
Mm-hmm.
If Found.
Okay.
That looks like it
Never heard of
deserves
that.
awards.
Kentucky Route
Looks like
Zero
it looks like a
TV
children's book.
Made
and
by a child.
I was about to say children's book, but definitely not made.
Hades.
Hades, or the other one, the Kentucky one.
No, just
These other
I'm
ones
talking about, like,
feel
the
like
F-bound-
thrown in there just to My
to
friend
fill
made
out,
this
to fill out
game,
the
let's just-
nominees.
throw him a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hades. Hades, hands
It was
down.
more like, wait, we can't just give the award
What?
out. We need to have nominees. Okay, just put all these random other ones here.
They don't look like they're achieving shit. The other ones,
Mm-hmm.
like
Maybe
they look
Exactly.
like
I
they
think-
made a game. You
I think
made
they
a
had to
game.
throw 'em in.
It's
What
not.
I think they had to throw something in with Hades.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we
it's
go.
like, it's sandwiched between.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it doesn't. It just
Can we just skip this
game
one?
of the year. Who cares?
Yeah, mobile.
You
game,
know,
no
if you want to pick,
Let's
okay,
not-
we'll go Legends of Ruined Terror just because it's connected to Riot Games and it's League of
Wait,
Legends.
Go all the way back. I didn't see that. I didn't see the other side. Bro, there we go. South of the Circle. What the hell is
Song
that?
of Bloom. What the hell is that?
Yeah, just go with Legends of Ruined Terror just because it's League of Legends and it's Riot Games.
Okay,
So
it's
it's just-
the mobile game.
Yeah, oh yeah, I guess so.
Online game of the year.
Ooh, no, this is
Animal Crossing.
Ooh.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Fall
Animal
Guys.
Crossing Eternal Horizons.
Ghost of Tsushima.
That's what I call it now.
I'd say
And
Legends.
Tetris Effect Connected.
You know, I was like, why isn't Among Us on? Oh, that's right. Among Us is 2018. Sorry. Among Us is
yeah,
right.
Yeah, never mind. I was like, what?
Man, I mean, I would say Cold War is. I haven't played Cold War, but I hear some good things. I don't know. It's COD,
What was the topic again?
That's online multiplayer.
and they should have said Ghost of Tsushima Legends, in my opinion, because
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
the online. That's what the online is called.
Yeah. It's the
I would
same.
say I would say between like Fall Guys and Animal Crossing.
Fall Guys
That's just me.
Fall Guys is fun, but it's not one I would pick for best
Okay.
online, in my opinion. That's just me, though.
Hold on, I'm gonna answer. What's Face's question here about Half-Life 3. Roof Korean. They are working on a Half-Life game, but well, I'm just not at liberty to say. It's my G-Man. Oh, they did G-Man so good in Half-Life Alyx.
Modern Warfare has
Yeah.
been in Cold War.
Actually, Apollo Patriot has a good point. I mean,
Mhm.
Modern Warfare was definitely more of a winner
Mhm.
if you're going off of sales. All right, moving on.
What about Warzone, though? I mean, that was pretty.
In-game
I mean, it's pretty popular now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Outstanding achievement in game design.
Let's
Yes.
see.
Ghost of Tsushima,
Okay.
80s,
Okay.
Half-Life Alyx,
Okay.
The Last of Us Part 2, and Marvel's Spider-Man.
That shouldn't even be on here.
It shouldn't be on here.
It shouldn't. At
I'm
all.
sorry, it shouldn't be on here. I like
What?
the game, but it shouldn't be on here.
What
Again, the
Miles
only
Morales?
Is that
Yes,
it's prettier
it shouldn't
than
be
the last-
on here.
No, I agree. I absolutely
award
agree
again?
with that because it's literally the same as
Outstanding
the first
achievement in game design. I think it's between. I think the first three. I think it's just a three-way. It comes
It's
down to
literally the same as this game right here. So why? I don't know why that would be in the list.
I would say
No,
between.
No, there is a difference. It's prettier.
I would say Half-Life.
No,
Alyx.
I get that, but like
I'm screwing.
to me,
I'm
I mean-
it's the same game.
I would say it's between Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, and Hades. It would just be between those three.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think Half-Life Alyx takes this one because I watched Mark the Cyborg's review of Alyx, and like a lot of the things that they did they innovated a lot of interaction and movement and stuff. Taking the fact that you're in VR into account, not so that people can play the game and not get sick and stuff.
Right.
Right.
They knocked that out of the park in a lot of ways. I think it edges the competition out in that way.
And the game is meant to be played with the with the Valve Index VR controller, which is simulate each finger. And yeah, game design, I'd agree. Especially the way the world and how you interact with it works in that game. It's a VR version of Half-Life. In Half-Life, you can pick up everything you see.
I agree.
Culture, you trying to say something there?
Yeah, we're missing our glittery vampire today.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, his work schedule.
Where's our Edward Cullen?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That's what I told him.
Is right.
Chat.
Helix is night and day if you want.
Has a night shift thing going on.
I agree.
I think we're almost done, guys, which is good because I'm losing my mind, and we have other stuff to go, and only about a half an hour left.
Yeah, let's speed through this. Let's speed through it because this is a lot of
outstanding achievement in game direction. Let's see, Ghost, Hades, Alyx. What's the other two? Kentucky and Last
of Us 2.
Alyx, Hades, or Ghost. It's a three-way tie again.
Yep.
I would say probably Alyx.
Game direction. Last of Us 2 is
game direction.
Boop.
I would give it to either Hades or Alyx. Well, no, actually, it would still be a three-way tie. I would still be between Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. That was pretty fucking good.
We were 1 hour into this. You're right, Mr.
Yeah. And then finally, Game of the Year.
This is it, guys. The mother of them all, and it is Animal Crossing. New Frontier, whatever. Final Fantasy Remake 27. Ghost of Tsushima. Hades. And
Last of Us.
Listen. Okay. Let me bring this up here. Let me say this right now.
I want to read aloud Mr. Tickle Trunk's comment. I didn't see you highlight it, but Mr. Tickle Trunk says, there it is. How would Last of Us 2 win? They sweatshopped their staff. Yes, they always do.
Exactly. And we all know it's blatantly obvious. We know who's actually going to win this one. But for our choice, it's Ghost of Tsushima.
Hold on a second. Just to comment on Mr. Tickle Trunk's comment right here. Didn't they do that around the start of was it Uncharted 4, I believe?
No, they do that for pretty much all their games. Every single game, pretty much that they've made.
I heard things started changing more once they were working on Uncharted 4, is what I heard, and then that's kind of how this whole Last of Us 2 nonsense happened.
So I don't know if they've always done it, but I know they were doing it before Uncharted 4.
No, because Uncharted 4 is the one that Neil Druckmann directed. It was going to be Amy Hennig, but she left.
No, she didn't leave.
I know that they have worked their staff like that in the
past. No. I think it was crystal clear that she was fired. Yeah,
that's right. She was fired.
Favoritism.
Yeah.
She left the Star Wars project that she was working on.
That's right. That's right.
Before it got canned.
Yep.
Because I think she knew it was canned
cool as well.
For him, it's Tsushima, Hades, and FF7. So that's probably true.
Tsushima.
Yes.
I'm going to say Ghost of Tsushima. It's really not a...
And Animal Crossing would actually be fourth for me.
Just because of how popular...
Animal Crossing should be in there as well.
Yeah, Animal Crossing definitely deserves in there because of how popular it was during the pandemic. It was a huge splash.
CD Projekt Red also had mandatory crunch. Just thought I'd mention it.
Yeah. But here's the thing: people gave crap for CD Projekt Red for the mandatory crunch, but turned a blind eye.
That's not okay. Everyone should get crap for it.
Yeah, but turn a blind eye
Trump.
for Naughty Dog. It wasn't until Naughty Dog won best game. What was it? Best game direction over at the Game Awards that the journalists started coming out saying and complaining for the crunch that Naughty Dog was doing.
Right.
So yeah.
So, Mr. Tickle Trunk, what do you what's your what do you do in the industry, man? I'm curious. I do animation and game design, but I want to know what you do.
Yeah,
that's very cool. I didn't know you were in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love these conversations.
No, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Easy for me to participate in for sure. So
UI designer.
I'm actually gonna. Oh, UI. Oh, very nice. I have friends in UI, and I've done UI myself.
I'm taking a video game development class right now. Actually.
Okay. She loves Joyce. Joyce loves.
So we can move on.
Joyce loves.
I see. I'm commenting. I'm responding.
Okay. What's the next article? Do you guys want to go over? We got.
Have some choices. We can talk about how Netflix is adapting a film version of Tomb Raider, animated.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, I guess it's a series. It's not a film.
Mm-hmm. We got the one that Mando submitted over the Epic Game Store, uses 160 million users, spent over 700 million in 2020, and then we have the Konami thing, which they're saying they're not giving up the game department, and then we have Destructoids of Vicarious Visions being absorbed into Blizzard.
That could be some bad news.
Do you want to go over to Destructoid then? Sounds like.
We can.
I can comment on that a little bit.
Wants to read the next article.
Okay.
I'll
do it.
Whoever wants to bring it up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
There you go.
All right. And this is from Chris Moyes over at Destructoid. Check him out. Many people have covered it as well this week as well. Vicarious Visions might be working on Blizzard's Diablo 2 remake, Lords of Destruction. Before the weekend, the industry heard surprising news that Vicarious Visions, the developers behind the recent Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 and Crash Bandicoot remakes, have become an official support studio for World of Warcraft Titan Blizzard Entertainment. The plot thickens thanks to a report from Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, which claims that Vicarious Visions have been working in close proximity with Blizzard for some time, and they may have, in fact, already been hard at work for an upcoming 2020 remake of the 2000 RPG, Diablo 2. According to Bloomberg's sources, Diablo 2 has been in development at Blizzard team, but the project fell into disarray in mid-2020, followed the lukewarm reception to another classic remake, Warcraft 3 Reforged. Suddenly, T1 has been pulled off the project and dismantled entirely, and Diablo 2 placed under the watch of Vicarious Visions and Diablo 4 team. All this confirmed, of course, should be treated as informed speculation. The common link here is the theme of remakes, given that Vicarious Visions absolutely knocked it out of the park with Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. It would make sense that Blizzard will want the exact expert recreation skills applied to any title for that. Many in the community remains Blizzard's finest work. So what do you think?
What's it called? So the team one at Blizzard, the first team, the first Blizzard team that started everything off, was dissolved recently after Warcraft 3.
Reforged.
After Warcraft 3 Reforged. The issue was that Blizzard, unlike every other game, they still have a professional community that plays professionally that game, and so they made a lot of promises and had to walk it back and change things, and disappointment, and people did not respond well, etc. So if you enjoyed Warcraft 3, then you enjoy Warcraft 3 Reforged. If you expected if you're walking in without knowing what to expect, you're gonna have fun and you're gonna enjoy the game. If you're expecting all the crazy shit they promised, you're gonna be disappointed. But ultimately, that followed Heroes of the Storm, which didn't get the results that they were expecting. And I love that game, by the way. I enjoy it a lot more than Dota and League. I haven't played League in forever because the community's bleh. But
Classic.
but yeah, they're terrible. Anyway, but yeah, so Team One is gone, and that was the team that was doing the remakes. So they're I think they're bringing in the right people to do remakes, but I get it. Like, it makes sense. I don't think it's a bad thing for them. Exactly, like they're gonna have a lot of guaranteed work coming along for a while, and I think that after they're done doing a bunch of Blizzard remakes, they're gonna go back to doing other remakes because there's only so many Blizzard games to remake. You know, I think Activision would just like
right.
okay.
So yeah, and kind of to say everything on the point, Team One, they were considered kind of like, they were supposed to be kind of like the classic team. They were kind of working on kind of like the classic reiterations of early Blizzard titles, and they were the team behind the Heroes of the Storm, which I've heard was really good. It just didn't get the support that it definitely should have gotten, especially for a title with that high of a caliber as such.
I think they should have put some more.
The team disbanded, and from what I've heard, some of the members, they outright quit Blizzard. Some of the interview, because they were trying to keep some people on to see, but some people out quit because of how, just because Warcraft 3 Reforged had a very disastrous launch. From what I'm hearing, it still hasn't been completely. A lot of the issues that people were saying about Warcraft 3 Reforged still haven't been fixed till this day. And I think it's interesting bringing in Vicarious Visions, just because they have a solid track record of great remakes, of doing great remakes of great Activision titles. But I think the caveat behind it, and I think what some people are worried about, is that the Vicarious Visions won't have the free reign to be able to do their own independent stuff, and it just feels like it's more absorption into the whole Activision Blizzard ecosystem, which of course everybody's not which of course it's a very mixed reception at Blizzard. It's very mixed reception at Activision as well. So just let you guys go, whatever if you guys have any thoughts about this.
Well, Vicarious Visions is the one that recently did the Tony Hawk game.
Yes, they did.
So, it does make sense that they're going to get pulled in there. But at the same time, it means another studio getting eaten by the monster.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Yeah, and it's just
well, they're apparently a studio that was whole 100% under the Activision banner. So it's not like they were independent before. It's not, before this happened, it's not like they were off on their own no, they were a studio that Activision went, here, make these games. And then they did.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're going, hold on, we're going to move you over here for a while and make these games. So it's a lateral move for the studio. They're not like, it's not like they're being swallowed up. And to do that would be really inefficient, business-wise.
Right.
Yeah. Have a great day at work, Angelus.
Take care, Angelus.
Peace out, Angelus.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Angelus.
Yeah. This is just
by your own show.
It just makes me nervous. What do you think, Mando?
What was that?
I said, this is one of the stories that make me nervous because we lose another studio. And then I said, what do you think, Mando?
Oh. Mando?
Sorry,
you actually got to ask the question directly. This is when you're supposed to talk.
Fuck
you.
Is he AFK? Oh, no, there he is.
I was AFK. I'm sorry. What's going on?
So, what are your thoughts on what we just read with Vicarious Visions being working under Blizzard's reign to do the Diablo 2 remake?
I mean, I wouldn't be hopeful for it because it's under Blizzard. But these are the same guys that did the Tony Hawk.
Right, and they did the Crass and
They did a
Saint
decent job with that. So it's kind of, I'm kind of under the category of wait and see.
Okay.
All right. So did we get all the mileage out of this that we can?
Like,
Yeah, I think we got it all.
There, but at the same time, we've seen a good studio under bad management and bad publisher, essentially take over the negatives outweigh the good.
But I think you're misinterpreting what the article said, which is that they're a support. There's going to be supporting.
They're basically going to be a support studio.
Going to be under the rule or reign or anything. It's not like Blizzard's going to be telling them what to do. They're just going to be remaking Blizzard games. So they're going to be working with Blizzard for whatever.
Okay, it's not all right. So
they're still their own studio.
Yeah,
they're working with them so that they can work with their IPs. But
it's
their baby. Okay.
Yeah.
So
they remade Tony Hawk. They remade something else, and now they're going to remake some Blizzard games.
Right.
And then when they're done doing that, they're going to go back to remaking other Activision stuff. I would imagine, at least, because that's what the studio seems to be made for.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm still just gonna wait and see.
Right.
I hear you. What's next?
Okay.
I have 17 different.
There's some D&D news. They've got a new campaign and stuff coming out. That's gonna be dope.
Nice.
But yeah. And then their video games. Their D&D video games are doing great. So new story, new content.
Mando, Mando just took off. No, I wanted to ask Mando if he wanted to tackle the whole Epic Games Store getting like 160 million users spending over 700 million in 2020.
What are you talking about?
Epic Games Store, the Epic Games Store has 160 million users, and they spent over $700 million in 2020.
Wow.
There's Mando.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, you just.
I was gonna say,
There you are.
I was gonna say, Mando, if you want to take over the Epic Game Store article, if you want to take the reins on that one.
Yeah. Hold on, give me a sec.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, it's not surprising that Epic's in that position. They were poised for dynamic growth, even without the pandemic. So.
No, they've been breaking in money like it's
And
I think the pandemic's helped them.
It does.
Right.
All right. There, I got the article up. Yeah, I did not drop out. I think I got disconnected.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, so Epic Game Store's 160 million users spent over $700 million in 2020. Weekly free games promotions averaged over 7.2 million copies given away per title. So Epic Games today announced that it hit over 160 million users on the Epic Game Store for PC in 2020, and users spent over $700 million on the storefront over the course of the year. It wasn't entirely due to Fortnite, as third-party games constituted $265 million, or 37%, no doubt because they're exclusive to that platform like Hitman 3 and pretty much all the PS4 titles that were brought to PC, like Horizon Zero Dawn and what's the face, Detroit Become Human. Although they're now on Steam, but for a year they were on Epic Games exclusively.
Question, does Epic still have kind of like that exclusivity with Sony when it comes to just kind of porting their games over PC? Okay.
So if it's a PS4 exclusive and it comes to PC, like 4 years later,
it's going to go to Epic first.
Epic for a year, and then a year later it'll go to Steam as well.
What we heard,
for instance, Horizon Zero Dawn sequel, whatever, Forgotten West, Forbidden West, right? So say in 5 years from now, it'll go be on Epic, or because it's coming out next year. Yeah. Whatever, 4 years from its release, it'll be on Epic, and then 5 years it'll be on Steam. Anyway, the number of games available also grew from 190 in 2019 to 471 games available in 2020. That's actually a significant growth.
Very significant.
103 games were offered for free, with a total of over 749 million free games claimed by users, which averages out to over 7.2 million copies per title given away.
Mm-hmm.
The company says it's up to 31.3 million daily players active on the platform, a 192% increase from 2019, and its monthly active users in December rose to 56 million from 32 million the year prior. For comparison, Steam this month reported 120 million monthly active players during 2020. Beyond Fortnite, the most popular titles on the Epic Game Store includes games like Rocket League, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Satisfactory, and Borderlands 3, which I believe is still exclusive to Epic Games. It does.
Right, Rocket League is exclusive to Epic now.
Yeah, well,
they
bought Rocket League. The studio makes it and everything.
Yeah, Psyonix.
They don't own Gearbox. They just have exclusivity to the game for a year or whatever.
Yeah.
Another popular title was Grand Theft Auto 5, which was offered for free on the Epic Game Store for a limited time last year, causing severe technical problems as users logged in to redeem it. The giveaway resulted in 13 million average peak concurrent users over the course of Epic Games' The Vault campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Epic has still been expanding its presence, securing an early 2021 PC exclusive in Hitman 3 and acquiring a shopping mall as its new headquarters. While the PC storefront is growing, Epic's mobile side is still embroiled in an ongoing legal battle between Apple, Google, and the Epic Games, which expanded into the UK last week. I actually covered this on my podcasts in length. It's still pretty messy. And hypocritical, but anyway, Epic Games said it plans to rapidly expand the catalog of new games available on its storefront by 2021 by providing developers with self-publishing tools for Epic Game Store, which it will detail further in the future. But just to go back on the Hitman 3 thing, so Hitman 3 came out last week, I believe.
Yes.
And I had no idea, and this was a game I was like, this is the only game that I was interested in that I saw at any of the Sony press conferences over the past year.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no idea it released, and then I found out why, because it was an Epic Games Game Store exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have the Epic Game Store because I don't want to have Chinese malware on my computer. So,
Right. And the thing is, with the Hitman 3, they got the rights to license after leaving Square Enix and Eidos, if I'm correct.
That's racist. You're okay with regular malware, but not Chinese malware?
I'm okay
Chinese
with
malware.
I know that the Epic Games is Chinese malware.
And from what we've and to kind of bring up what Mando was saying earlier, is that for now, Epic is now in a legal action, bringing in Google, and even in a UK legal filing, suing both Apple and Google as well. So it's
so they went to the UK, and so what they're trying to do is to get they're pretty much trying to make themselves, like Epic Games, the rule maker of all these different platforms for how revenue versus publisher income should work, right? Like how much should a publisher take and all this, and they're doing it for the sake of competition and the betterment of the industry, when we all know it's just so that you can have more power and more money. Because it all started with them breaking the rules that they signed, they broke their contract with Apple willingly.
Right.
And now they're complaining about it.
Right, and neither side is the hero on this this situation.
No, it's like children fighting. It's like you have three siblings, and one's like, I broke the kid's toy, then the kid hit him, and then he's complaining that the kid hit him, even though he deserved it. They're children. That's the best way to put it.
Absolutely.
And also Tencent, which owns like 49 or something percent of Epic Games, have been
42.
acquiring different studios.
42.
42%. Thank you.
Yeah, and sorry.
And they've been acquiring different game studios like they're freaking candy.
Yeah, they've acquired a few more. I think this week.
Yep.
I forget which ones. Ones were I think was Dot Nod Entertainment, and I think of Dot Nod Clay having a majority stake. Two of these are more Asian developers and such. But yeah, they're continuing to eat up studios and such. But yeah.
Yep. Tencent acquires a minority stake in Nod.
But yeah, it's just
it's a really lengthy list of developers they can acquire.
Yeah, and it's a bad place to be in when you have, Chinese money in your company. I don't care what anybody says. It also doesn't bode well for the future of the company. It seems like they just kind of die. I mean, right now the artificial support of AMC theaters, is because of an economic move to put pressure on hedge funds, but it's not about good money, that's for sure. But anyway,
they're using money.
all of
so
that, we
affect
need to
the
kind
game's
of turn this
creativity.
bus around because we've got about 8 minutes, and I know everybody needs to promote their channels and everything. You guys have any final thoughts on this article?
I switched over to I because of the hoopla that was going around one of the indie titles earlier this year. It made me actually start a Steam account and actually start playing games on Steam, which actually made me start. No, I never did Steam before, but it was just that whole hoopla earlier this year with Citizen Cyberpunk Ghost Story was what made me start a Steam account, start buy the game, and start doing game streams. So
I got a Steam account once I got a PC last year for the first time.
I've had a Steam account for years, but I'm a PC guy. So.
Runner, that is exactly the correct sentence. I got a Steam account as soon as I got a PC. That's how it's done.
That is true.
Shut up, Kai.
What the hell?
Here's the thing, though. I have a potato PC. I mean, I've upgraded a little bit, but I can't run a ton of games.
You did good,
and you still got Steam. I'm not giving you shit, Runner. I'm saying good job.
I have Steam, Blizzard, and I have Steam, Blizzard. No, I have Steam, Blizzard, and Epic.
See, I only have.
I also got Origin.
I got rid of my Blizzard.
I haven't gotten that.
I am considering adding Ubisoft, but again, it's Ubisoft.
Oh, I have that too. But I only have it for the free games.
In an effort to get this ball rolling on shutting this down, I'm going to say thank each and every one of you out there in the chat. We really do appreciate your patronage. The channel will get more effective at producing content over the coming days. I'm gonna let Mando Merc go first on the outro here. So Mando, are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
So everyone, I'm Mando Merc, the creator and owner of Cast in the Shadows, where we do a weekly podcast where I talk all things escapism, primarily gaming. It's every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube, Cast in the Shadows. And I also have a personal channel where I just upload random shenanigans and music and whatnot called Mando Merc. And tonight, every Thursday, I do a show called Escapism Live where I play a game or talk about a comic or watch a movie, a TV show. But tonight I'm doing something special and guest starring Jesse Milestones from Mindless Entertainment.
Yep, I saw that. I saw the Mindless Entertainment.
Awesome. So that will be at whenever World Class Bullshitters ends.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that's today, you said?
That is tonight.
Yep, that's tonight. That is tonight.
And on whose channel? Yours?
It's on both our channels.
It's on both channels.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
And I'm doing actually tonight's a double header. Double header stream. I got a normal Escapism Live in an hour from now, so at 7:25 my time. And that's just going to be me playing Halo, checking out the new Master Chief Collection update. But because, again, World Class Bullshitters doesn't end until like 12 my time, so I'll be done before that ends, and we'll go right into the Mindless Entertainment Cast in the Shadows crossover.
That is awesome.
Oh,
excellent. Well, thanks, Mando. And this share, is it important or no?
That's the stream for the.
Oh, okay. I could have brought it up.
There should be a thumbnail, but for some reason it's not showing. Yeah, that's weird.
They didn't like your thumbnail.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing the
Your
thumbnail.
thumbnail looks like you don't have a thumbnail.
Yeah, but there is
like-
here. There is a thumbnail. If you scroll,
There's three. That's a
This is
three
it, it's
nipple
right here.
thumbnail.
Weird.
it's right there.
Oh, now that's a thumbnail.
Guys, 'cause that's pretty awesome. All
So
right.
that
Next
an
on the way
hour
out.
and that tonight.
Next on the way out is going to be our buddy Machini 90.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, everyone, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in to the Gaming Lounge. My name is Maki90. I'm the fourth wave artist of the Rogue Entertainment, and you can find me on YouTube where I do art streams every Sunday and time lapses every week, usually Tuesday, Thursday, and then one regular time this week. But here's what I got going on, guys. Consider this the Gaming Lounge after party, because right after this stream, we will be starting our Machini plays of River City Girls. If Culture wants to share my screen for a moment, or if anyone wants to share my screen for a moment. So we'll be starting. We're starting a new game after Machini Live here on the Gaming Lounge. It'll be on my channel, and it's with another 2D side scroll beat 'em up called River City Girls. As you can see, I did my own custom. I did all the artwork for the thumbnail that you see on screen. I thought that was just a lot of fun to do. This is going to be a lot more fun to do more so. And I look forward to seeing you guys there after the stream is over here. So, and also on top of that, Sunday will be the season finale of Machini Live Season 2. So we'll do a special draw stream that Sunday, and then after that Sunday, we take a week off, and then we start back up on on Valentine's Day for Season 3. So, but yeah, and also new content coming out regularly as always. So just keep in touch with me. But yeah, after the Gaming Lounge, head over to Maki Plays. The link is in the chat. Head over to here, and we'll play some Rave City Girls. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you.
Hey, can I just say that is how you do a goddamn thumbnail? That is brilliant.
What, draw it out?
No, just a thumbnail overall. Like that is a
Yeah.
damn good thumbnail. God, my
What's up?
Yes.
God, I'm pixely as fuck. I'm Runner. If you guys don't know, I do have a channel. I have a Twitter, Minds, all that stuff. I do game streams here and there. I'm taking a break on Cyberpunk until they fix it. And I'll be here every Thursday whenever I can. I'm not sure what else is going on. I might do some Among Us streams for whoever's hosting and stuff. I may even do some Among Us streams in my channel now that I have the game on PC, and it works pretty well because it's a little game.
Cool.
But yeah, so that's me. Nothing much going on with me, but yeah, go subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 150 subs.
Sweet.
Woo!
Way to go, Runner. All right. Next up.
I think I need like 6 more. If you guys can give me a sub.
Next up is the big guy, or at least the guy with the big hair. Anyway. So, what's up?
That big? Oh. So
Room
looking at
hair.
the wrong screen. My bad.
Will you allow Culture? Will you be willing to let Kai into the hair to menace?
Yeah, maybe.
My hair's too dangerous. My hair's too dangerous. Y'all have the long flowing hair. You can fight over who's prettier, but mine kicks the most ass.
So that's a really nice thumbnail.
Thank you.
All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's a good thumbnail, actually. I'm Kai, and I am not doing my trivia show this week. I'm taking a break. I'm just going to be doing a chill live stream, but I usually do a trivia game show every Sunday. As for new content for this channel and for mine, I was going to do... Thank you, I think. Shouts out, I'm not sure. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So I want to do like a showing people how games are made kind of a thing.
Ooh.
So I'm going to do live streams where I'm
That could be
animating
awesome.
and doing stuff. I also want to touch on other elements of game development. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do live streams on the Gaming Lounge or on my channel. If I do it on my channel, I'll cut it and then put it here. But I might just do that here. I'm also already working on a video, for a about Opera's acquisition of Yo-Yo Games and Game Maker Studio. I think that's pretty awesome and unexpected. And I'm going to share my thoughts in a video here on the Gaming Lounge, probably early February. And we've got a games coming out in February video coming out soon. Hopefully
Fantastic.
Monday. Yeah, that's
Appreciate
it. And this, you can read my book for free now because it's on the Kindle Unlimited. So yeah,
Fancy.
go have some fun. Get some escapism. Some space pirates.
All right, guys. Well, last but not least, or just last, is me. I'm Culture Casino. I have a YouTube channel. Come check it out. I would appreciate it. Just crossed 1,530 subs.
Yes.
2,000. Yeah, I know. Shooting for 2,000 by the end of March. That keeps me right in the pace that I want to be. So we'll see what happens. If you're not subscribed, please check out Culture Casino. Check out Culture Casino Live. And I'm launching a new news service with a couple of correspondents, similar to what we're doing here with the gaming channel, but is all going to be about different types of news. So there will be a lot of people with short news segments on that channel. So look forward to that here in the next couple of weeks. Guys, anything else on the way out the door? We're going to say goodbye.
Yeah, I'm almost monetized on Twitch.
All right.
Nice.
All I need is an average viewership of 3 people. So pretty much, if you have Twitch and you're free Monday night or Sunday at noon, just come check out my Twitch for some cool Star Citizen shenanigans or just some fun music or whatever.
Other than you know what what Mando was saying, I'll shout out Geeky Pixie again. Just because I know Culture shouted her out. Great channel, great friend of the fandom. She does her gaming streams on Twitch as well. So definitely check them out. So yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So on the way out the door, I'm going to remind everybody the way I end every single stream. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course. It's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Game on.